You ever have one of those days where you just feel blah? And you think, man, I just need a total reset, a full-on cleanse from the inside out. Well, you are definitely not alone. That exact feeling has built a multi-billion-dollar empire. But what if I told you that the entire foundation of that empire is built on a lie? Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and get right to it. Are those expensive juice cleanses, those super strict lemon water fasts, and all those fancy supplement kits, are they actually doing anything? Or are they just an incredibly clever way to sell you something your body already does for free? We're going to follow the science to find out, and I promise you the real answer is way more surprising than you think. So, first up, let's talk about the promise itself. The world of commercial detoxes it's pretty tempting, right? They promise to purge your body of all these vague, unnamed evils, give you glowing skin, make fat just melt away, and bring back all your energy. It is a very, very compelling sales pitch. And wow, they come in all shapes and sizes. You've got the really hardcore ones, like the Master Cleanser. We're talking 10 days of just a lemon cayenne mixture. Then there's the long game, the liver cleansing diet, which is an 8-week vegetarian plan. Or maybe the Fat Flush with its special juices and supplements. But you notice the common thread, right? They all promise to get rid of something they call toxins. And right here, this is our first huge clue that something is a little off. What is a toxin anyway? Well, in marketing, it's this scary, vague, catch-all word for, pollutants, chemicals, junk food, whatever sounds bad. But in science, a toxin is super specific, and it's all about the dose. Even water can be toxic if you have way too much. But here's the kicker. These commercial detox diets, they almost never ever name the specific toxins they're supposedly removing. Which, leads us to the most important question of all. If our modern lives are just filling us up with all this harmful stuff, how are we not all in constant, serious trouble? Well, it turns out our bodies have been experts at handling unwanted substances for, just a few million years. You don't need to go out and buy a super filter, because you are one. Seriously, you have one of the most sophisticated, efficient, and time-tested detoxification systems in the entire known universe, and it's built right into your own body. Think of your liver as mission control for this crazy advanced water treatment plant. First, it identifies any substance that could be harmful. Then, it sends out this complex army of enzymes to tag those substances and change them so they can dissolve in water. And finally, it just hands them off to your kidneys and your intestines, which do the easy part. They just flush them right out of your system. And this whole incredible process, it runs 24/7 for free. So because this built-in system is just so ridiculously effective, the scientific community has always been, deeply skeptical of commercial detoxes. Check out this major 2015 review, which basically says it all. There are pretty much no high-quality studies, no randomized controlled trials proving that any of these diets actually work in humans. Okay, so the case seems pretty much closed then. Your body detoxes itself, and there's no real evidence that these commercial diets help at all. End of story, right? Well, not quite. Because just as this whole debate was going on, a group of scientists in Korea published a study that seemed to turn everything completely on its head. So what they did was they designed this 3-week dietary detoxification program and got 68 adults to try it out. And they measured everything: weight, cholesterol, blood pressure, and even a key marker in the blood that can show the body's overall toxic burden. And what they found was pretty remarkable. After just 3 weeks, get this, the people in the study lost an average of 2.3 kilograms. That's about 5 pounds. Pretty impressive. And on top of that, their total cholesterol dropped by an average of 21.5 points. Also very, very impressive. But this next part is where things get really interesting. Okay, now I know this graph might look a little technical, but trust me, it shows something fascinating. On the bottom, you've got body fat percentage going down. And on the side, you've got the levels of a blood enzyme that can act as a marker for the body's toxic burden. You see how all those dots basically form a line going down? That's a direct link. As people lost body fat, their toxic burden marker also went down a lot. So, what on earth is going on here? Did this Korean study finally do it? Did they find the missing proof? Was this the magic bullet, the one scientifically proven detox that could actually flush all those nasty toxins from your system? For a second there, it really looked that way. But to get to the real answer, the huge mind-blowing twist in this whole story,
We have to look past the headlines. We have to dig into what the people in this study were actually eating. And this is where it all clicks into place. So, what was this revolutionary detoxification diet? Was it some exotic jungle juice, a rare herbal tea from a remote mountain? Nope. The participants ate whole grains and brown rice, legumes and nuts, lean protein like fish and chicken, and tons of vegetables and fruits. And, just as important, look at what they avoided: processed foods, red meat, and alcohol.
And this is it. This is the big reveal. The detox industry sells us the story on the left that you need to buy a special product to get rid of toxins. But what the Korean study actually proved was the reality on the right. All of those amazing health benefits, the weight loss, the lower cholesterol, the reduced toxic burden, it all came from simply eating a healthy, whole food diet and cutting out the junk.
So here it is, the big secret. There was no magic potion. The miracle wasn't about adding something special in, it was about taking the bad stuff out. The detox was just a clever, flashy rebrand for healthy living. So in the end, the science is crystal clear. You don't need to buy an expensive cleanse. Your liver and your kidneys are, hands down, the best detox program money can't buy. And the best way to help them do their job isn't with some 10-day fast, but just with consistent, healthy choices. So maybe the real question isn't how to detox your body, but instead, how to stop putting in the things that has to work so hard to clean up in the first place.